mark. For all the will in the world, I thought that was drifting towards a 0-0. How nice is it to be discussing a last-minute winner for Yeovil Town?
I think the players deserve that for their effort. It wasn't a classic game, but I think we showed real spirit in a difficult, a moment. It was a nothing game, really. Fylde fighting for their lives, us trying to make sure we can get our heads above water. I never felt we were going to lose the game. I thought we defended well, but at the top end of the pitch we didn't spark today. I think the changes, the boys that came on, we had a chat yesterday and we mentioned again, like, the boys came on at Solihull last week and made a real impact, and it was probably going to be the case again today, and I thought all the subs came on and were really, really good.
I was going to say McLean, Greenslade, Kite all came on, all had their own individual moments of excellence when they came onto the pitch. I also wanted to mention Kieran McGuckin as well, in particular for his hold-up play around the goal. Probably won't be spoken about as much because Harvey got the goal, but what great play that was from him.
Yeah, the goal, we win about 6 second balls on the edge of their box and we keep it alive. I think Finn wins one, I think Witts wins one, I think McGuckin wins 2, and we just keep putting the ball back in and winning headers, and it drops to Harvey, and it's a great finish.
Were you quite surprised that the way Fylde set up? Because they definitely, considering they need 3 points, they set up with low block, a lot of players behind the ball. Were you expecting them to be a bit more aggressive when the way they came out?
Well, no, they probably read the room, and they understand maybe what was going to happen today in terms of the fan reaction, and probably wanted to stay in the game like they did, and hopefully near the end it turns a little bit nasty and they could pounce them. But I thought the players gave a performance where, not in terms of brilliant football, but I think they showed real spirit, which the fans got behind today, and I think you see the reactions at the end. That's what football's about. It's about players and supporters celebrating together.
You've got a very young centre-back pairing, and obviously Terry and Ferguson, but how impressed have you been by their maturity in the last 2 games?
They both put their bodies on the line, stick their heads in where it matters, and risk getting cuts and broken noses, but they're both brave lads, and when we've needed a partnership there to step up, that they've taken the bull by the horns, and fair play to them, stood up to be counted.
I realise you and I spoke before about difficult atmospheres and wanting to get the fans more on side, and you and I spoke before the game about things going on off the pitch at the club. Do you hope moments like this on the pitch redirect the attention towards the positive things rather than what potentially you can't control away from it?
Yeah, I just think it's when you come. It's about, for me, it's football. I understand the politics, but I think the players showed today that they're having a right go for the cause. We're trying to take that away from them, that stuff, the noise, and listen, that all of that is what it's going to be, and I have to just try and keep the players pointing in the right direction and giving. Listen, we weren't by any stretch of the imagination overly, exaggeratingly, excellently slick today, but the boys put an amazing shift in, won headers, tackles, and we did enough in the end to get 3 points.
I'm guessing from your perspective, if stuff's resolved as quickly as possible off the pitch, that would be more beneficial to your guys on it as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that stuff is resolved, and all I can speak of is the owner has been really good with me as a football person. He's been really good with me, and that's all that I can deal with. Whatever else is going to happen will happen, and I think it's important that we just talk about how committed the players have been in the last few weeks. Went to Solihull and put a brilliant performance on, and then they've come here today, difficult circumstances, and got 3 points.
Before we discuss next week, I just want to touch on Alex Whittle. Went in for a massive 50-50 tackle. Looked really, quite bad at the time. He managed to play on for a few more minutes and came off towards the end. How is he now? Do you have any idea what he did?
He'll be okay. It's just we've got a couple that are really pushing through it. You got Witts, you got Kieran, you got Coops that are just grinding games out because we need them, and probably could do with not playing at the minute, but they're the ones that are putting their hands up that they want to play. So fair play to them.
And Altrincham away next Saturday. Hoping to have a few more players back available by then, or do you think it's pretty much going to be the same team?
I don't know. We'll see how this week goes, and see if we can get. We've got obviously Michael Smith was on the bench today. He can get another good week's work in, and hopefully Jake Warnock can take part in some of the sessions this week, and see if we can get him closer.
Altrincham, of course, one of the teams I'm guessing you want to really test yourself against a really tough away day.
Yeah, they're a brilliant football team, but they've had a real sticky patch. I don't think they've won in 6 or 7, have they? I think they drew at home, or drew at Ebbsfleet today, sorry. They drew against 10 men Solihull and that. I think they'd lost 4 before that. So, yeah, we can go and attack it and, see if we can cause an upset.
Well, thank you, and congratulations again on 3 points.
Thank you very much.
Give your budding young glover a day to remember with our Yeovil Town Mascot package. Walk out on the pitch with the players for a warm-up, meet the manager, get a junior match ticket as well as a programme, signed match ball, plus a drink and a snack, all for just £99. See ytfc.net for details.